What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today I got my 2017 Chevy SS Sedan slash Holden Commodore, whatever you prefer. Today we're going to take the airbag and swap it for one that has the bow tie on it for a different one that has the Holden lion on it. What we're also going to do is we're going to swap over the trim, and we're also going to do a little mod. We're going to replace the factory volume up down phone control and then the source select previous next button with one that comes off of a Chevy Trax. The biggest difference is that the source button has a little protrusion, so it's easier to actually grab than just the standard roller that comes from the Chevy SS. Just a little small thing. So first things first, what you want to do is you want to make sure that your steering wheel is upside down, pull it all the way out. That way it's easier to maneuver behind the steering wheel. And then I'll explain that in a second. You want to go ahead and disconnect your battery. Make sure the car is de-energized. You don't want the airbag to go off on you while we're toying around in here. So once all of that is good to go, first thing you want to do is you want to get yourself an Allen key. This is a size 5 that I'm using, kind of long, that way I get a little bit more leverage. And I'll show you a picture of it. There's actually 3 holes at the back of the steering wheel at the bottom, and that's what's holding the airbag in. So what you want to do is you want to take this Allen key, insert it in the hole like so, at an angle like this for the right side if you're sitting like this. And then what you want to do is you're going to feel it, take your time. You want to just pry it, and it also helps to kind of grab at the steering wheel. You get it a little bit loose, and you'll see it come loose. Just take your time. So I just wanted to stop the video real quick just to show you guys what the rear of the steering wheel looks like as promised in the video. So if you see there's 3 holes behind, you want to insert the Allen in the 2 outer holes, and then you want to go ahead and just pull outwards, and you should be able to get the airbag loose. It's probably going to take a couple of tries to get the hang of it. Not a big deal, just take your time. There we go. Okay, so sorry for the little extra longness, but so see this little rod here and here, that's what you're trying to hit to move. So now that you got the steering wheel out, real easy, you want to take these little orange clips, put them up. See if I can real carefully pull them up just like that. And then you just want to go ahead and slide this out. Oh, I'm sorry, pull up. Forgive me. Same thing, pull the orange one up, and then real carefully, take your time. You know what helps? A little pry tool. Just like that. Just like that. Now, see, that broke off, but that's okay because we're not going to be using this. Now, if all you want to do is just replace the steering wheel, it's real easy. You take your new one, the Holden Lion or bow tie, whatever you prefer, and they are color coded, so it is really hard to mix them up. Same thing, you just want to put them back in place like that. Push the little orange thing down, and then you just snap it back in. If you want, you can fast forward into the video later on when I put this back on. But we're also, from here, we're going to take this trim off, and we're also going to do that little button. So, okay, so, again, once that you got the steering wheel out, we're going to go ahead and tackle the button and the trim. So it's real easy. What you want to do is, you want to get yourself a nice little trim tool like so. You want to pull apart here, underneath, and then on the sides here. Take your time, no rush. So just get it nice and loose. Just take your time, just pull it out, work on both sides at once. Let's get on the bottom, and then together you just want to take your time, pull it up. Now what I find is it's easier to do these sides and then the bottom part if the steering wheel was upside down. Get in from the back side, just pry it a little bit. Same thing on this side, and then just take your time, pull it out like so. Now you got it loose. Now you want to go ahead and disconnect the wires on this. What you want to do is put your finger behind it, push, there's a little tab, you'll be able to feel it. Just push and then pull out like so. Same thing on the other side, finger behind, push, pull out like so. And now you got this loose. So we want to replace this one, and we also want to replace the trim. So let's start by taking the trim apart from this. Now what you see is there's a little torque screws holding this together. Okay, so let's take this and let's take our new source button and our new trim, and let's go over to my workbench. Welcome to my little tool bench. It's a little bit cluttered right now, but like I said, what we want to do now is we want to remove the trim from these two button pieces, and we're also going to be swapping this as well. So you want to go ahead and turn this over. You want to get yourself a T20. Make sure this is loosening. Go ahead and loosen that. Take the screw out. Don't lose it. And there's 4 screws, 2 on each side. So we got one piece out, and it just slides right off. So this is the cruise control and everything. You want to keep that because we're not replacing that. But if it is bad and you happen to find yourself replacing it, there you go. Same thing there. Don't lose the screw. So now you have your old trim piece and you have your new trim piece. And if you're just going to replace the trim and not the button, same thing as before, just go ahead and put that back on, put the new screws in, and reassemble everything back together. Now since we're going to be replacing this, there's one more thing that you have to do. You got to take the actual button portion of the housing. So if you notice, the one from the Chevy Trax is shaped a little bit different than the one on the SS. Real simple, real easy. We're just going to take these 2 there at the bottom, 1 there, 2 at the top, and then 2 right there. You just want to take your time and pry those out. So we're going to set that there. Okay, so once you got them both separated, all you want to do is just swap. So this is the one from the factory. As you can see, it sits a lot lower compared to the one that comes from the Trax. I will admit, I did, where's that? I did break a small piece on the old one, but that's okay because we're swapping it. But unfortunately, I did the exact same thing on the new one. But I think we'll be okay. So this is the new button going on to the old trim. Just want to slide it in like so. And then just like that. Make sure everything's snapped in place. There you go. We'll clean this up. So we're going to take the new trim and the old button. We'll set that off to the side. So now we got all this back together. We got our new trim, and you just want to slide it in place like that. Go ahead and take your screws, make sure you didn't lose them, put them back in. I'm going to start that. Put this one in. Oh, that one got stuck. It's okay. Tighten this one up. That's in. in. So there we go. Now you got your new button on your new trim. Now you just want to take the same thing over here. Go ahead and put these screws in. Put this last screw in. Don't want to over tighten it, you don't want to break anything, but make sure that it's in there nice and secure. And there we go. Now let's go ahead and let's go back into the car where we'll start reassembling everything. Okay, we're back in the car. We got our new button on with our new black trim. It's a little dirty, but we'll clean it up. So you want to make sure it sits like that. But before you do that, you want to go ahead and put the connectors back in. Same thing on this side. Just make sure it gets in. And then same thing as before, you just want to go ahead, make sure the holes line up. Start one side, make sure the holes line up on the other side. And just take your time, slowly push it into place. That side's done, top's done. There you go. Everything's nice and secure. Everything's connected. So now, what we all been waiting for, we can put the new airbag on. So let's go ahead and let's grab the new one. Like I said, it's going to sit in just like that. Color coded. You would just want to go ahead, connect these in, push them in, push the orange clips down. Same thing with the tealish blue. Orange clip down like so. Got your new airbag in. And you do the exact same thing we did before. You just want to go ahead, just make sure that wire is not in the way. Seat the bottom in first, like so. Struggling just a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, now and just push it in. And we are all good to go. So, just want to double check. So, we're going to leave the sticker on until I put the battery back in and turn this bad boy upside down. But that's pretty much the gist of it. So, give me a quick minute. I'm going to hook my battery back up. So, got the battery hooked up. I'm going to go ahead and close this door because the classic GM chime's kind of annoying. Now, I will say the thing that sucks is you got to go back and redo all your settings because the battery was, disconnected. But let's go ahead and turn this upright. And there we go. You got your new black trim, new airbag with the Holden Lion, and I got my new source button. So, and it works because radio is currently powered off. So, at least we know that works, and horn works. We're good to go. And that's the video, guys. Next time, because I do have the trim for this, so maybe next video I'll show how to take that part and redo that one. But yeah, if you find this video helpful in any way, please leave a comment. Constructive feedback is more than welcome. And I just want to give a quick shout out to my cousin Michael for allowing me to borrow his GoPro and shoot this video. So until next time, guys, thanks, stay well.